candidate has dominated campaign 2000 like Oklahoma. Every vote is a landslide. No matter who's voting, no matter who's counting, no matter how many times they re-vote, the Sooners are #1. Quarterback Josh Heupel now sits atop the Heisman exit polls. He floats passes like butterflies and follows the arrows straight to the end zone. But welcome to Aggie Land. Playing in the shadow of the George Bush Library, the wrecking crew is determined to stop the Oklahoma Victory March. Today, we promise you a decision. And here come the Aggies. A team that dominates at home. The B-1 Bombers roll overhead, and R.C. Slocum trots onto the field. The #1 Oklahoma Sooners, a 10-point favorite at the Texas A&M Aggies. The Sooners of Oklahoma win the toss and defer. So the Aggies of A&M will start first from the 20-yard line with their 25-year-old quarterback, Mark Ferris, bringing his team out. And let's check in on our Chili's starting lineup. Jamar Toombs, big Jamar Toombs, 12 touchdowns this season and only 86 carries. Robert Ferguson, keep an eye on #6's ankle and knee, both injured last week. Torrance Marshall and Rocky Kalmus, the two linebackers that Gary told you about at the top. And Roy Williams, the hard-hitting, strong safety for the Sooners in that secondary. Ferris now brings the Aggie offense to the line of scrimmage, and number 10 immediately deploys a slot to the right. Motion in behind him. And on an end around, Goins with the game's first carry for 4 yards. This offensive line, Seth McKinney, one-time high school teammate of Purdue quarterback Drew Brees, anchors this line, matched against the defensive line, and the Aggie assistants telling us 94. Ryan Fisher, the left tackle for the Sooners, could be very tough for them to block here today. Goins again, they'll fake it, and Ferris rolls hard to the right on the run, throws complete. And there is number 9, Bethel Johnson.
Prior to the snap, false start on the offense. It'll be a 5-yard penalty and
let's take a look at our
first and 15. 3 wideouts out to Ferris's left from the shotgun. Here's an option look. Whitaker is stuffed. 2nd and 17. Passing down for the Aggies. They deploy 4 wideouts. They throw underneath. Ferguson makes his first catch, and he is down. Need 11 yards. Bethel Johnson is off to the right. Slot to the wide side for the Aggies. Good protection for the first down. Incomplete. Had his man. And Cody Skates punting it. Takes an Aggie hop. Thatcher gets out of the way, and this one's down inside the 15-yard line. So Josh Heupel will have to come out. Josh Heupel, the quarterback from Aberdeen, South Dakota, who has led OU to the top of the charts. Incomplete, 2nd and 10, and now listen to this crowd as we take a look at our Chili's lineup with Josh Heupel pulling the trigger, and Quentin Griffin, his fine running back, number 22, has scored 13 touchdowns. A host of talented wide receivers. We'll see all of them before long in this game. Jason Glenn, he's the linebacker and the brother of the defensive back with the New York Jets. Michael Jamison, the only veteran back in that secondary against Heupel today. They figure to be under fire against number 14 all game long. 3 wide receivers. Then they send a back out into the formation. And Heupel throws complete to the near sideline. Fagan makes his first catch of the game for 14 yards. The offensive line of OU, which has done an outstanding job, giving Heupel plenty of time here this season, matched against this Aggie defensive line. And they'll try to come up big. And they're going to sit down often in a 4-man defensive line. First down for OU on the 26-yard line. fake it in motion, and they run Griffin. And Griffin is out to
defensive.
Now the corners back off against Heupel. He'll come underneath. Fires complete, short of the first down, and a great tackle. 3rd down and 3. Heupel, plenty of time, flares it, Griffin drops it. OU forced a punt. Adam is blocked, out of bounds. And Jay Brooks comes through and blocks his 4th punt of the year.
Everybody knew where he was.
Keep an eye on Jamar Toombs. He's right to the quarterback's left. They'll motion. Toombs stays back in the backfield. Play fake. Ferris keeps it. And not fooled that time was Michael Thompson, who against the #1 team in the nation. Motion in behind. There's Toombs battling, and OU was ready. Marshall. OU holding after the block punt. Fade to the corner. Contact. Penalty flag thrown.
The air, so you're going to get pass interference.
Jamar Toombs is in the fullback spot. Toombs battling short of the goal line, and again, but it's going to be a tough option. Ferris, touchdown. Aggies strike first. Terrence Kitchens adds the extra point. Is that girl here in Aggie land? A 10-point underdog strikes first.
The former president, George Bush.
Indeed he is. Savage and Thatcher are back deep now for the Sooners, and Thatcher looks for a right alley. Out to the 30 of the day, Eric Stanford. Heupel flares on 1st down, and the Aggies are all over Josh Norman, showing a 4-man front. 4 down linemen. Pressure blitz. Heupel down the middle, deep, got Norman in a foot race, stumbling down inside the 15-yard line. In the red zone for the first time today. And he's going to keep firing end zone high, incomplete. 2nd down and 10. Now it is 2nd down and 10. 4 wide receivers for Heupel. Going into the closed end of the stadium. Extremely hard to be heard. Heupel lobs, incomplete. Okay, let's see what he can come up with here on 3rd down and 10. He's flushed from the pocket in a foot race. Throws incomplete. And the 12th man makes it tough on Heupel. Now here's a he's going for more endorsements than Tiger Woods, folks. I mean, here it is, a 31-yarder. Got it.
Nice answer by Oklahoma.
The long pass from Heupel to Norman set it up, but the Sooners settle for a field goal.
A year ago, when Oklahoma was so good, they blocked the first, had a fake punt early to control the game.
With the wind at his back, it'll go right out of the end zone. It'll come out of the 20. And the Aggies deploy 3 wide receivers. Now they motion, so that in effect gives them 4. Then hand off back to Toombs, and Toombs makes his way to 2nd down and 6. And this time, it is the tailback, Richard Whitaker, for a 1st down. There's Ferris to Whitaker again. He slipped. 2nd down. Here's Goins with that end around look. Ferris doesn't look, snaps it off, drop. The ball was dropped by Robert Ferguson. 3rd down and 9. Rolls hard to the right. Incomplete. In the air. If they close in on him, he'd go for the fair catch. You can try to bounce it again on him, and they do. And the Aggies will down it inside the 35-yard line. 1st down for Heupel. The Sooners trail it. Inside handoff, Griffin. He makes his way to the 39. Here's Heupel. He's chasing a 4-point deficit right now. 2nd and 7. Flares the backs. Down the middle, caught and short of a first down. 3rd down and 1, and they quickly went for the first down to move. And Heupel bellowing to make himself heard. He will be hoarse after this game in College Station. Thrown, and the receiver slips. Heupel, a student of the game. Someday, regardless of whether he plays on Sunday, he'll make an outstanding coach for someone. On 2nd down, Heupel fires, and he is short of the first down. He needs about a 10-yard wide open receiver right now. 3rd down and 9, and except in Norman's case.
Right.
False start on the offense. It'll be a 5-yard penalty and remain 3rd down.
Or DB.
And some of them get down in a 3-point. Heupel is back, has plenty of time, can't find anybody. Now he'll try to rush free. Fires! Got it! Dropped the ball on that far side. It looked for a moment today. This time Ferguson hangs it beautifully. And Jones lets it go on in the end zone. It'll come out on the 20-yard line. That, only when they win. What do you mean? I'm a first. All right, first down now. Here comes the handoff right into the middle of the line. You can see how far they have to go on our 1st and 10 line. Brought to you by Quest. That's the yellow line on the TV screen. Ferris keeping it himself to the 23-yard line. Notice how much quieter that crowd in the end zone is when the Aggies have the football.
Front 4.
Forced the punt, and the front 4 again. That's exactly what they did. They let the clock run out because they want to get the wind at Cody Skates' back. Timeout. Aggies lead OU 7-3. Thatcher will field this one at the 35-yard line. He's really dangerous. And he is brought down by the punter, Cody Skates. And they're bringing a tight end in with 3 wide receivers off to the left. Heupel is going to throw it back to his tight end this time. And Trent Smith, who dropped that one, hangs on Quentin Griffin. Back in for OU. 2nd down. Inside shovel pass is a beauty. And Griffin breaks for the end zone. No, down at the 6-yard line. Now 1st and goal. Here's Griffin. Nothing doing this time. Now Hankwitz sends in an extra down lineman here in the shadow of the goal. Heupel can do the quarterback draw if he wants. In trouble. Scampering left and still looking for help. Now fires. End zone. Got it for the touchdown. Curtis Fagan, a 7-yard catch. And OU leads it for the first time. And Tim Duncan adds the extra point. He'd already kicked a field goal here earlier. So OU leads Texas A&M 10-7. Now, Curtis Fagan with 4 catches here today. Keeps on working in the end zone till he gets free. Gets bumped. Makes the catch. OU leads it. Timeout. They are averaging almost 46 points a game. Goins to return the kickoff from the 11-yard line. Breaks free, keeps his balance, and makes it to the 25. Can throw off of it, which he just did, going hard to the left. Now Ferris fakes the inside handoff to buy time and misfires on a wide open Robert Ferguson. So here is 2nd down and 10. And he ends that right now by throwing to Chris Taylor, but nothing doing now.
Defense run. Throw the ball.
3rd down now and 6. Mark Ferris back in the gun. Greg Porter motions toward the formation underneath. Ferris, though, misfires. He had Porter wide open underneath. And here is 4th down. High, fair catch is the signal by Thatcher. at the 23. First down now for Heupel. Fires underneath. Antoine Savage. And now Heupel with a 2nd and 6. Gets time and incomplete, so it is 3rd down. 3rd down and 6. Heupel going to run out of it now. Fire back for the 1st down. Smith, the tight end on the run.
Joe Montana was beautiful.
Griffin battling for a couple of yards into the heart of that Aggie defense. I think one of the great Octobers in the history of college football. 2nd down now. Drops it off again, and it's caught by a receiver going down. Damian Mackey. Straight back. Got time on the run. Short, I believe, of the 1st down. I believe he was just short. A quick count, and Heupel can go straight ahead, up under center. And the Aggies know it. Here he comes, and they hit him. Now they pull him back.
I don't think he made it.
The Aggies were ready for that maneuver. And here is Mark Ferris. Hit his first 2. Since then, he's been struggling. There's that inside handoff. Big man. Toombs explodes for almost 9 yards. 2nd down and 2. Ferris to fire. Middle incomplete. Penalty flag is thrown again.
Like this. This is your style. Come here. It was
Joe Weber is the running back. And here is Weber. Did not surprise Torrance Marshall. Here's that end around. Chris Taylor spins away, fumbles out of bounds. Aggie football. Ball went out of bounds on the fumble. On 3rd down, the Aggies are 0 for 4. They now face a 3rd and 9. He recovered his own fumble and went right back down on it. They need 18 yards.
I'm surprised that when it's dead downwind, I think they could be safe.
Gets set, fires in zone. Incomplete. Oklahoma football. Now it's Josh Heupel and the powerful OU Sooners back on the attack. Griffin, the receiver, to the 40-yard line. That's a date with Josh Heupel and OU. Middle, intercepted, picked off by Jason Glenn. And Jason Glenn is inside the 35-yard line. Not the only pass he has intercepted. 1st down and 10, and now can Ferris and the Aggies do anything? Completed pass that time to Ferguson. Ferris, snap it off, dropped. Would have had a 1st down, and the ball was dropped. 3rd and 3. The Aggies must reach the 24-yard line. Ferris to throw for it. He's got it underneath this time. 1st down. Robert Ferguson hangs on. Inside the 25-yard line for Ferris and the Aggies. There's that roll again, and this time he throws complete to Richard Whitaker. 2nd down and 4. Fake to Toombs, option look, and OU not being fooled at all. Ferris fires for it, incomplete. They want a flag for the tie. Terrence Kitchens, who is quite a story this year, after having 7 kicks blocked a year ago, most of them low. He's 13 of 60. This for the tie. 37 yards. Got it. Number 1, Oklahoma 10, Texas A&M 10. Timeout. Terrence Kitchens now kickboxes a line drive this time. Hey, Jack, get out there. Get him to practice again, fella. The new look Sooners with Josh Heupel at the trigger. In trouble this time, and the wrecking crews all over him. Underneath. Fumble! Wrecking crews got it! Ferris now 6 of 14 for 42 yards. Gonna pump fake, fire sideline, got him wide open. Comes to number 9, Bethel Johnson.
That's a real good point because first base is to his left, right?
Exactly. Now Ferris rolls right. In a foot race, gets rid of it and gets it complete to Whitaker for the 10-yard line. They can reach the 7-yard line for a first down, and 1st and 10 is brought to you by Quest. And they pounded for the first down with big Jamar Toombs. Toombs again. He wants it. He wants it to the 3-yard line.
Imagine with 2,000-pound horse, imagine the difference Jamar could drop 15 pounds.
That's some of my handicap horses. 3rd down and go. Quick snap, end zone. Got it! Touchdown! Texas A&M on a beautiful throw to Robert Ferguson.
Well, he's dropped the easy ones and caught the hard one.
And a big timer on that reception.
On the offense, touchdown's good. It'll be a 15-yard penalty.
To attempt this 35-yard extra point.
Yep.
Offside on the defense. It'll be a 5-yard penalty.
A 30-yard extra point. And we've got it. Still 19 seconds, and remember Thatcher and the rest of the Sooners know how to return kickoffs. Eric Stanford, who's made 1 tackle already here today, representing the student body. They'll kick it on the ground to bring seconds off. And a short recovered at the 16-yard line. Winning here, Colorado. And Heupel and OU say, let's just get out of here, go in and talk about it. So that'll do it. We've come to the end of the first half. Stoops was very concerned about this game. He confided to his friends and his staff, this will not be easy. And it has not been. 17-10. Down we go to Jackaroo. Jack. And you better believe the Sooners will go to attack as the 12th man, Eric Stanford from Waco, ready to lead the kickoff team down. OU elects to come out. Down at the 12-yard line, and the leader in the unofficial Heisman Trophy exit polls, if you will, hands it off on first down, and Griffin battles to the 21-yard line. 31 on Nebraska, and now in a dogfight. 2nd down. Griffin, and he is jumped by Royland. Elects to change it up with a hand signal. Got it off. Lobs the fade. Incomplete. And a penalty flag.
Pass interference on the defense. Penalty has been forced from the previous spot, 15 yards.
Griffin. Penalty flag on the play.
Calls holding. That's what it is. The 2 defensive ends.
Inside shovel pass worked in the first half, works here. Back to the original line of scrimmage. 2nd down and 12 for the Sooners. Heupel, middle, dime interception. And the Aggies have the 2nd interception of the game. And the 3rd OU turnover. As Terrence Keel, a strong safety. They also blocked a punt First down for the Aggies, and Toombs rumbles. First down, Texas A&M on a powerful run in noisy College Station. First and 10. Short drop, Ferris snaps it off, complete to Chris Taylor, who crosses the 30-yard line. Well, Jack, the substitution, Thatcher back into the defensive backfield, and Toombs plowing ahead. Ferris gets time, fires wide open. And down at the 5-yard line, Robert Ferguson. Toombs is off to Ferris's right. Here's Toombs. Still battling to almost the 2-yard line. Now, the last time they did this, Toombs still got the call. Ferris, end zone, and he was stopped short of it inside the 1-yard line.
Toombs is at tailback now.
Here he is. Touchdown, Texas A&M. There's a whole lot of revelries out there in that graveyard celebrating right now. They've got their own scoreboard and everything.
You know exactly what the score is.
Good. The Aggies drive down for the touchdown. Jamar Toombs to the end zone. 24-10. Timeout. Feel about the possibility here as we watch the kickoff of Oklahoma perhaps being upset. Kevin, what does that do to the bowl plans as we watch Josh Heupel, who has really been battling this crowd noise here, Gary?
Absolutely. It's really limited the offense, and Heupel's so good at reading the defense and changing the play.
And Griffin somehow comes out of there just shy of the 25. 8 seconds. Gets it off. Flush, Jamison on him, throws, incomplete, and now third down. They need 5 yards to keep it going, and they're forced to punt.
Great punt into the game.
Here's Jones from the 25, looking for the sideline and not going to get it. It is 24-10. Oklahoma has surrendered 21 unanswered points to Texas A&M, and here is Toombs. Ferguson's been an interesting story, Gary. Ferris snaps it off, complete, foot race, and he's got the first down. Greg Porter. We want to thank you for the promo, Commissioner.
We'll be here, right?
That's right.
I hope you guys are there.
Absolutely. In Austin, we wouldn't miss that one. First down and 10. And here's Toombs. And speaking of big ones, gets 700 yards in his wake. Second down and 12. And Ferris with a nice play fake. Goes high, though, that time. And it will be
In Cleveland at night in January and December. If you can handle it.
third down and 12. Fires intercepted. There's his first interception of the game. Michael Thompson gives OU a life here.
Michael Thompson really read this play and beat the receiver to the spot.
Now Heupel. Inside handoff to Griffin, who breaks free. Just short, second down and 3. Heupel, quick pass to the outside. They get the first down, put it in the hands of Antoine Savage. And Heupel is eyeing that freshman corner over there several times. He'll come with the running play with Griffin. Is now being asked to cover Andre Woolfolk off to Heupel's left. Sammy Davis out with an injury. And Heupel looking, couldn't find him, and now throws underneath. First down, OU coming to a secondary receiver, Matt Anderson. The call, cuts back, and the Aggies wrecking crew is ready with Ronald Flemings.
Blitz look here, and Josh is changing the play.
Here they come. Heupel to lob it, middle. Caught inside the 10-yard line by Antoine Savage.
This guy is very difficult to blitz.
Heupel waits for someone to break free. Incomplete, intended for Andre Wolfo.
Available to him.
Holding on the defense. The hold occurred on an eligible receiver. Half the distance to the goal. Automatic first down.
They line up right behind Heupel. They fake it to him. Heupel's going to throw it. Incomplete. Second down and goal. Now Heupel. Forced to throw it. The crowd wants grounding. Third down and goal.
He's got him up here if he wants to bump and run.
They run in that direction with the wide receiver. A penalty flag is thrown.
Yeah, we're going to be play. Was it Frank Romero?
The crowd rocking. Here's Heupel. Going to throw short and see what they got with Savage. Nothing doing. Down at the 10-yard line.
Take the points.
27-yarder. Patrick Fletcher is the holder. He's got it. Well, Commissioner, want to thank you a lot for dropping by. Good luck the rest of the way with the Big 12. It's really been exciting.
Thanks, Brent. You guys do a great job for
And
college
more's
football.
ahead of us. 24-13. The Aggies lead it. Timeout. To kick it off after the field goal by Duncan. Goins and Harris. Back deep for the Aggies. Here's Harris. Drops the ball. Loose. Falls on it. But just about the 10-yard line. Faces some anxious minutes now. The Aggies need the first downs. Keep the ball away from Heupel. They pound with the big fella for a couple of yards. Here's second down and 8. Incomplete as this mark, but Cameron says, get the first down, Daddy. Going long, got an open man, and he overthrew Bethel Johnson. Here comes Cody Skates, trying to drive it out, and Thatcher looking for field position. It'll be a short field for Heupel. He'll work from the Aggies' 42-yard line. Josh Heupel. And the Sooners ready to go back to work. Heupel keeps it on the run. Down at the 33-yard line. So we come to the end of the third quarter. And we'll be back after this message and a word from our ABC stations. Second down and 2 for the top-ranked, the blitz. Into round, and they cut the blitz. Off that open corner, first down. Curtis Fagan, first down and 10 now.
Pushing a block.
And here comes Griffin, squirts into the secondary, end zone, touchdown, Oklahoma. The wind is at my back. Anyway, here it comes. Here's Heupel. Got time, looking open, man, got him.
I prefer to go for 2.
It was Matt Anderson, the tight end.
I'm just a one-point guy, you know. One at a time. One at a time.
24-21. The co-defensive coordinator, along with Venables, was a defensive coordinator for Spurrier down in Florida when they won the national championship.
More important for Oklahoma in the second half, they won for 65 yards.
Short drop, gonna throw, incomplete, and then they got him in second and 10, man. I want him to line up and try to come at me again. Here's the Whitaker breaks free, still going. to the 35. A first down before Marshall can bring Richard Whitaker down. On first down, Ferris is going to throw it. Beautiful catch on the near sideline as Mark Ferris hits Ferguson. Goins is in the slot, comes in motion. Coming back around on the end around, it's going to be Goins looking daylight. Out of bounds, and Ferris backs him up into the shotgun. He's going to throw it. Far side, Goins drops it. Goins. Quarterback draw. Dives. I believe he may have just gotten the first down.
About a football short.
Now, fourth down, you got to go here, right, Gary?
I think you do.
McKinney, number 77, is a very good offensive center. Oklahoma in a tight goal line. Here's Toombs for the first down. Breaks free. Still on his feet. Toombs still battling. Toombs. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Touchdown. You talk about a tombstone. 27 yards, and he may have buried OU. So this will be a 35-yard extra point attempt. And he's got it. Terrence Kitchens adds another one. The Aggies love it. And you got to love a young man, Toombs. He's had a little problem with marijuana in his background, with alcohol in his background. And ladies and gentlemen, this run is worth a couple of million when you go to play on Sunday afternoon. The balance. The power, the determination, the package you love. And Jamar's mother enjoying every moment of it. Aggies lead it by 10, but a lot of time left for Josh Heupel. Timeout. And because the kickoff's into the wind, OU figures to get a return. Mackey. Down at the 22-yard line. 13:27 to go here for Josh Heupel. Here's Griffin searching daylight, and Griffin comes right back to second down and 1.
He's got the bubble screen down here. You got it.
Griffin again. But that baby. Heupel fires on first down to Savage, who's at the 36-yard line. Had to battle for just. Left defensive end may have broken as Heupel got through him on the outside. He's at the scrimmage line, crosses it, keeps it, and then steps out at the first down marker. Undefeated and #1 ranked Oklahoma trailing Texas A&M by 10 as Josh Heupel fires first down at the Aggie 41-yard line. The ball at the Aggie 41. Heupel. Pressure to the right. Going to take it out of bounds for a loss. The unofficial leader in the exit polls for the Heisman Trophy. And on second down, he'll throw it in underneath. And the Aggies jump the tight end, Trent Smith. And here's third down and 10, a huge play for both sides. A three-man rush. Heupel fires near side, out of bounds, I believe, or did he catch it? They mark it that he caught it. He was in the air.
Like he dropped his back leg back as he caught it. Up in the air, just taps down his left play. What a beautiful play. What a...
Inside the 30-yard line. Heupel on a fake, slips down. Second down. Near for Josh Heupel. The Sooners need 9 yards for a first down. Heupel fires for it to the 20-yard line, short of the first down. Now Heupel is perfect in this drive. He's 5 of 5 for 36 yards. And he puts it right back in the hands of Fagan again, who into the teeth of the crowd at the closed end. first down, and it is Griffin to the 11-yard line. Plenty of time. Dropped. Must reach the 4-yard line for a first down. Heupel. Time, sprints left. He's going to keep it on the run. Dives for the first down. He's got the first down for Oklahoma. Here's first and goal for Heupel. Checks the D. Here's Griffin. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Hang on, everybody. This is going to be another of those finishes in college football. So Duncan makes it a 3-point game as the Sooners go 77 yards in 15 plays, and they took 5 minutes and 53 seconds, and now they're going to need the ball back. And this is the first time that anyone's taken him to the fourth quarter, which is where R.C. Slocum wanted to get him. So coming out is Goins. Goins slips at tackle, still going, breaks free. A&M now in need of a rally. Intercepted. Marshall picks it off. The big linebacker. Still go. Touchdown, touchdown. Oklahoma regains the lead as Torrance Marshall from Miami picks it off and runs it in. 41 yards. Perhaps the biggest play of the season for the unbeaten Sooners as Duncan adds the extra point. And Aggie land just a little bit quieter than it has been for the last couple of hours.
Got to give it at the jog. We saw Drew Brees go after the guy the right way.
But a first down and 10 now for the Aggies. And Ferris has to shake off that last pass. They come back with Toombs. And a field goal certainly won't help now in the last 6.5 minutes. Ferris and the Aggies down 4. Saw incomplete. He threw high to Robert Ferguson. Oh, would that be a huge call? Yes, it is. Oh. Now he's forced from the pocket on the run. Lobs. Caught. Midfield. Greg Porter. 6 minutes. They trail it by 4. First down and 10. Set into Rada. Ferris going to throw off the look.
That's it. Right from the secondary.
Ferris from the gun. Got his receiver. Trying to break free. Gain a few more yards. And he is out of bounds, though. Stop, they say. Shotgun, and that's Big Toombs right off to the quarterback's left who gets the call. Toombs barreling. Toombs first down inside the 35-yard line. Here's Ferris. Goes deep and high. Caught at the 10-yard line by you-know-who, Robert Ferguson. The Toombs. And there's back there a running back with a first down and goal, and here he comes again. He's got the handoff, and Weber to the 4-yard line where still no Toombs. Ferris to throw for it, incomplete. Remember, a field goal won't help him. Michael Thompson comes with him right down the bottom.
Yep, right underneath that graphic is right there.
Fourth down, incomplete. Chris Taylor, the intended receiver. OU takes over on downs. Oh. The Aggies are without Glenn. They're without Davis on that defense. And here comes Griffin, who has run for 2 scores today. tackle in the backfield by Cornelius Anthony. 2:40 on the clock. 3rd down and 9 for Heupel and the Sooners. Aggies show blitz. From the end zone, drops it off. It's complete. Savage, no first down. OU is forced to punt.
What a play by Jay Brooks.
Partially blocked. Field position coming up for the Aggies. It was touched at the 43. So Ferris goes deep. Jump ball, 2nd and 10 on the incompletion. Ferguson defended by Jones. Comes back to the right side, right through. The 3rd down and 10 for the Aggies. Sacked. 4th down as Roy Williams, the strong safety. And a flag.
Prior to the snap,
Now,
substitution infraction, breaking the huddle with more than 12.
There's his back. Caught. No first down. OU will win it. And the oranges fly for the Sooners. Oklahoma pulls it out. Marshall with an interception. Dashes in for the winning touchdown. So this time, a big A to the OU defense. RC and Stoops meeting in midfield. And remember, Tiger Woods is coming up next. 35-31, ABC Sports Online at ESPN.com.